kids are back in school, and that means more cars and school buses on the road, school zones in operation, and kids walking to and from school each day. Sergeant Dow with the Fayetteville Police Department met with us to talk about the laws concerning school buses and to share some safety tips to help keep our children safe this school year.
School starts August 25th, so we can expect increased traffic on the roadways, school buses, kids walking. School zones are going to be active, so we're asking folks to be aware of that. Over 500 buses on the road in any given school day, 53,000 students in our county, 86 schools. So that's quite an impact on our city streets that folks need to be aware of. That doesn't include the kids that are going to be walking and that are going to be brought in by their parents. This year the Cumberland County school system has some buses that are equipped with external cameras, and they will basically be able to capture those violators that pass stop school buses. And that information will be passed on to the police department, and we'll pursue those violations. There is a lot of confusion about when you should stop for a school bus. The basic idea is if you are in the same direction of travel as a school bus, you're going to stop at all times. So if you're behind a school bus and they put out that stop sign, you're required to stop, no matter what the configuration of the roadway is. Where it gets a little confusing is if you have a multi-lane roadway or barriers in the center of the roadway. And the rule is if the roadway is 4 lanes or more and separated by a medium, to include a physical barrier such as a Jersey barrier or guide wire medium, you do not have to stop in the opposite direction. If you get in a situation where you have 2 lanes of travel in each direction, you're behind the bus, you have to stop. If you're coming opposite of the bus, you have to stop because you don't have that center dividing lane or barrier, so you must stop there. By state statute, the school zone has to be posted on a sign that shows the beginning and the end of the school zone, the times. We will enforce it based on those times. So if it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, the school zone is going to start at 7:30. So 30 minutes prior to start and end of school is when the school zone will actually go active. We have several school zones that do not have active flashing yellow lights. They're nice, but we don't have them all the time. Again, to make it enforceable, all we need is a posted sign with the start and the end times of the school zone. It's important that we make our kids understand that when they're walking, first they want to use the sidewalks. If there's a sidewalk available, then use the crosswalk. If you find yourself having to walk in the street, you want to walk against traffic, not with traffic, so that you can see the vehicles coming at you. Try to stay off the street if at all possible. Sometimes that means you might have to walk along the edge of someone's yard, but that's much safer than walking in a street. If you don't have crosswalks available, you definitely want to make sure you cross at intersections, preferably lighted and signalized intersections where you can cross with the timing of the light. We have 9 schools that are year-round schools in the county. Those laws and those rules apply to those year-round schools just as they apply to the traditional schools for enforcement. And that citation is $186 if you're stopped for speeding in a school zone, 4 points on your driver's license. We're out there, we're enforcing the school zones. We write many thousands of tickets every year in the school zones, so we would just encourage people to watch your speed. Questions regarding the speed limits in the school zones? Easy rule of thumb. If the normal speed limit for that section of roadway is 45, the speed limit in the school zone is going to be 35. So basically, the school zone is going to be 10 miles less than what the normal posted speed limit is. So to recap, basically the message we want out is kids, be diligent in the way that you're walking in the roadways. Use your crosswalks, walk against traffic, use your sidewalks. If you see something as a driver or otherwise, don't ever hesitate to call us, 911, so we can get someone out there to address whatever problems might be occurring.